This week we're going to recognize some of our employees who have served the city of El Dorado for quite a number of years, recognizing them for their service to the community and their tenure in our organization. Our employees do a lot for our community. I know I appreciate all the work they do, and I'm sure that all of our citizens do as well. So sit down for the next few minutes and watch the presentation recognizing some of our employees. Thanks, and have a great week.
Okay, first we'd like to recognize Caleb Fessler. He is being recognized for 10 years of service to the city. Caleb started in September of 2013 and currently serves as a lieutenant with the department. During his time with the El Dorado Fire Department, he has achieved multiple certifications and earned numerous commendations to include multiple life-saving awards. Caleb has also served in the U.S. Army Reserve and currently also serves as a volunteer rescue technician and with Waller County Rescue Squad and a part-time firefighter with Andover Fire Rescue. He credits his success to his family, faith, and willingness to serve others. Okay, next we'd like to recognize Quentin Sage. Quentin started with the department in January of 2008. He currently serves as a master firefighter, and during his time with the department has achieved many fire certifications and received multiple commendations to include awards for life-saving. Quentin has completed multiple assignments with the department and is most proud of the roles he's had in training new personnel and the development of rehab kits with the department that we currently use. He credits his wife and 3 kids for the support they have provided him throughout his career. We also are supposed to recognize Mike Rose for 15 years also. Mike started with the department in January of 2008 and has transitioned through positions up to his current position as fire captain. He has been instrumental in the maintenance of the fire apparatus, ensuring they are ready to answer the call, as well as being an instrumental part of the command staff team with the department. Tony Yajin. Tony's being recognized for 25 years. You're catching up slowly. Tony started with the city of El Dorado as a volunteer in May of 1995, up to when he transitioned to a full-time member in January of 98. He has held many positions through his career to include captain and then deputy fire chief, which he currently holds. And he's held that since 2018. He's been an instrumental part of fire department administration, and on his days off he enjoys cooking. Nobody knew that, right? Working on his food truck and spending time with his family.
So the first person in the police department that we'd like to recognize for 15 years of service is Debbie Smith. Debbie plays a huge instrumental part in the operation of the police department. She oversees all of our financial stuff. She oversees a lot of our technological stuff and our, like with our computers and stuff like that. So here's to Debbie Smith for 15 years. Thank you. Next, in the police department, we'd like to recognize Lieutenant John Stewart for 15 years of service. Lieutenant Stewart started his career with the police department patrol division. He's moved up through the ranks, served as a detective lieutenant, and he's also served 8 years in the United States Navy. So congratulations.
First one is 10 years for Britt Simmons. Britt grew up in Louisiana, moved to Kansas, moved to El Dorado in 2012, got married to his longtime girlfriend in 2016. He has 2 children, 14 and 10. In his free time, he enjoys coaching his daughter's basketball team, spending time with family, and he's been with the city for 10 years, and he's looking forward to many more. And Britt has started with the sanitation department, moved his way up, and finally, after many years of prodding and poking, and then his wife telling him to get his CDL, he finally did it. So, and the next one is Justin Guy for 15 years. Justin's married to Carrie. He has 2 kids, JJ, who we know him by, Allie, which is adorable. His hobbies are dirt bikes, working on cars, coaching sports with his son, and family time. He started out in the rec in the cemetery department when, back 15 years ago. And then he moved to the trash department in 2008. And he was one of the first automated drivers. And he could get through town as fast as well faster than anybody, but then now the city's grown, so it takes a little bit longer, but we've got awesome direction. Anyway, so in 2019, reluctantly, he wanted to go to become a mechanic for the city. I knew that that's what he really wanted to do, and so ever since then, he has been working on everybody's equipment. I know, and I believe the trash guys, along with me, appreciate how fast he gets onto the trash trucks to get it fixed. Because before him, we did not have that, and I believe he does that with all of our departments. The last one is Gene Early for 30 years. Okay, so I had everybody do their bios. Here's Gene's bio. This document was written and rewritten so that all the bad language, lewd comments, and some of the made-up words were removed so that it wouldn't be offensive and at least get PG rated, maybe, hopefully, good luck. In or around the last of 1990 or beginning of 91, can barely remember when I had for breakfast, let alone I was given the ultimatum that I could work for the city or I would soon be unemployed. So pretty sure without a doubt I'm the only employee with the city that did not apply for a job. So that is when my employment began with the city for the cemetery. Don't ask me dates, don't know, don't care. After a few years with the cemetery, I went to the public utilities where I worked for several years. In the early 2000s, maybe 2005, I moved to the public works. I enjoy hunting, fishing, camping, shooting sports, pretty much anything outdoors. I also enjoy backroading around the state, looking for antique stores, or just checking out the countryside. I have too many hobbies to mention and or can afford at times. A lot of the time is spent working on various projects around the homestead. I know Gene is over like the street guys and stuff, but Gene also helps in our department with sanitation and doing other projects for other departments. He may be kind of grumpy when you ask him to do something, or he looks at me when I walk in the door and shakes his head like, no, you can't have any of my guys. But he is the first one that will turn around and help you do something. So he's definitely an asset.